not so easy. But you need TV. Life is hard, but I wrote it easy way.
Hey guys, I'm here with Michael Lesner for our sixth interview today, and we're supporting ACCS, American Chinese CEO Society, and you're watching Easy Way Broadcasting powered by WTV Networks. And Michael Lesner has a very unique story. We've been sitting here chatting for a little bit, and you formerly had a show with CBS, and you said you've been on ABC and all these different networks, and you've had a really interesting life. Tell us about it.
My whole life?
Yes, the whole thing.
Here comes the whole life. Well, the CBS connection was from many, many years ago when I started a freestanding unit at Television City for on-air at CBS. A couple of decades ago, we started a show called American Health Journal.
You know, you just aged yourself like, I don't know how,
I'm an old
a couple
guy.
decades ago.
I know.
You look like 30s.
Thank you. And then the interview will continue. What we've compiled is the #1 longest running healthcare show on television. It's not Dr. Phil, it's not Dr. Oz, it's not reality entertainment based. It's a show with doctors and medical people talking about and renewing information to the public about things that are of concern in healthcare. And as we all know, the internet has two prime drives. One is porn and one is healthcare information. Our show is currently now on the PBS grid, and we're seen by 40 million households.
Congratulations.
Every week. Thank you. 40 million households is on any given day 80 million people. We like PBS because the audience is 30% more affluent, 30% better educated. It brings a lot of doctors and medical people and scientific people to the grid, and moreover, it brings decision makers. People hear what we say and talk about on our show, and companies are fostered from it. New medical ideas come from it, and so we've been very interested. I'm here today because obviously we'd love to expand our reach to other places, and China certainly would be a wonderful market for us if we can tap in.
China Mobile is definitely...
China Mobile is here.
Did you meet Sean?
I did meet Sean, and I'm going to meet with him again. Meeting a lot of very, very interesting people here.
That's what American Chinese CEO Society does. Hashtag ACCS and hashtag EasyWay.
Well, my thanks to Robert's son for creating this meeting. Robert and I have been meeting on a lot of different things, medical device companies, television, all sorts of opportunities. And, I'm somebody who's been incorporated in Hong Kong since 1986. So I have a very warm feeling about Hong Kong.
Can you speak Mandarin at all?
Absolutely nothing.
Ni hao ma.
I
do that right?
I don't even know what you're talking about. I just rely on other people to take over that little chore for me. I'm typically, Eric, I'm the ugly American. When we grow up here in America, we're told we have to learn English, and everybody else will kind of follow in, and we'll be okay.
Did you, Michael, did you ever go through the advice people give you as far as your look, and you won't be able to hit television or any of that stuff, because it's always about your look? Because you just said you're the ugly American. I was just curious if you might have gone through that.
No. I didn't go through it. Didn't go through any of that stuff. I'm somebody who subscribes to sanity is the exception, not the rule.
Okay.
My mantra in life is, if you're going along putting one foot after another in a linear pattern, something's going to go wrong. Mm-hmm. But if in your business life and everything else, you're being bombarded by things from different sides, and you sort of grab hold of them, and they don't really have any meaning at the moment, they will connect with things later on down the road. And I'm a big believer in that in business. For 5 years, I'd served as a board member on the Graziadio Business School at Pepperdine University, where I would mentor students, and I would tell them that same thing. I would say, academics and study is fine, but the world is made up of a lot of different things. My degree's in psychology, which many people will tell you is a useless degree, but I would tell you is probably the most important degree you could have.
Why?
Coming into this world now. Well, I deal, for example, in demographic and psychographic audiences of all kinds. My marketing training was initially from Leo Burnett. Leo Burnett founded came up with Snap, Crackle, and Pop, the Jolly Green Giant, the Marlboro Man. It's all about crawling into people's heads, giving them a motivation to buy, making friends with them, and getting that door cracked open a little bit. When I was in college, my summer job was selling encyclopedias door to door, which sounds nuts.
You know, our uncle was the president of World Book Encyclopedia.
Really? Well, so, I mean, I had to memorize a list of questions which would get that door open from somebody who didn't want to buy my books in the first place. And they would be rhetorical questions like, Mr. Jones, is little Billy's education worth the price of a pack of cigarettes per day? What are you going to answer that? Pretty soon you got the door open, you're sitting on the couch in the guy's living room, you're selling him a set of books he doesn't need.
Okay.
It's the way the world works.
I have one more question for you, and this is just my own curiosity, kill the cat question. When you were getting into CBS and ABC and that type of stuff, what are some of the strategies and skills that you used, and how did that first opportunity arise?
The opportunity came to me because someone told me, Mike, I can fill a room with 20 people, 19 of whom can tell me why I can't get something done. And I listened to the guy who's in the corner telling me and trying to figure out a way to get it done. Second thing is, never go into a company and try to expect them to tell you what they can do for you. Walk into a company and tell them what you're going to do for them. And I just think that with the world moving at light speed as it is, you just need people to stand outside of the box and be really creative thinkers. And if you do that, and you're smart enough to match yourself with people who have expertise in areas you don't. Whenever I set up an incubator for a business, I sit on one corner and I fly up to 30,000 feet and I'm the branding guy who's looking down, but I always make sure I've got someone in finance, I've always got someone in legal, always got somebody who's dotting the I's and crossing the T's, because I'm not that person. So surround yourself with talented people, do what you do best, bring something and put it in the room that nobody else does as well as you do, and you'll be just fine.
Well, thank you for that advice. I love your answer, because except for a couple of those, that you describe me exactly. So,
and I know that. That's why psychology is a good degree.
All right, guys, Michael Lesner, everybody. I'm looking forward to interviewing you again and continuing from here.
I do too as well.
And this is brought to you by ACCS, American Chinese CEO Society, Acumen Technologies, and you're watching Easy Way Broadcasting, powered by WTV Networks. Thanks for tuning in with us.
It's just so easy, but too much you need to. Life is hard, so I wrote it easy way.